She said it softly, barely audible over the clatter of cutlery and the murmur of nearby conversations. I slept with him to see if I was really over him. For a moment, I thought I had misheard her. My fork hovered midway between my plate and my mouth, frozen in the air. The buzz of the restaurant melted into a distant echo, like I was suddenly underwater. My heart didn't break right away. It simply stopped, stunned, paralyzed, trying to make sense of the sentence she had just so casually spoken. She didn't glance up. No apology in her eyes. No hint of regret or remorse. She said it like she was recounting a mundane part of her day, like telling me she'd run errands or had coffee with a friend. We had been together for 4 years. 4 solid, intertwined years. Not flawless, but real. I thought we had something strong. We laughed, made plans, merged our lives, shared secrets, dreams, bank accounts. We had even started discussing engagement rings and venues. And now this? My voice came out low and shaky. What do you mean you slept with him? I asked. The words cut in my throat on their way out. She finally looked at me then, lifting her eyes as if it were some minor inconvenience to answer. She just shrugged. It didn't mean anything. I just needed to know if I was truly done with him. The way she said it, flat, emotionless, was more painful than the words themselves, as though she couldn't grasp the weight of what she was doing to me in that moment. Him, the same guy who wrecked her once, the man who lied, who cheated, who left her crying into her pillow while I sat beside her, rubbing her back, whispering that she deserved better. I was the one who stayed. I was the one who helped her rebuild after that chapter of her life nearly broke her. I listened. I canceled plans to be there when her anxiety spiked. I believed her when she said she was ready for something real. All I'd ever asked for was honesty. We were building something. I said quietly, my voice threatening to crack. I meant every word. We weren't just dating. We were weaving our lives together thread by thread. Her shoulders rose and fell in an uncomfortable sigh, her gaze darting around the restaurant like she was hoping to escape the awkwardness of her own truth. We still are, she replied weakly, but I had to be sure. You deserve someone who's really ready. That was her justification, like she had done me a favor, like betrayal was just a checkpoint on her emotional roadmap, like testing the fire she once burned and was part of being sure she could love me completely. My stomach turned. I wasn't angry, not yet. I was stunned, numb, because deep down I realized something. Part of her never left him. Not really. Even when she said she was moving on, part of her stayed in that toxic chapter. And while she leaned on me, while she said she loved me, she was still wondering what it would feel like to go back. She used me as her safe place while she reached back into a past that should have been dead and buried. And when she finally touched that past again, it didn't free her. It broke me. We left the restaurant in silence. I paid the bill, dropped a generous tip out of habit, and walked out. She followed me, trying to explain, but I couldn't hear her anymore. Her voice was just static, background noise of the wreckage happening inside my head. Everything we had built, now shadowed by that one admission. Later that night, I sat alone in the apartment we shared. She had gone to her sister's place to give me time. I stared at my phone at all the photos, trips, holidays, our inside jokes frozen in smiling pixels. I wondered how many of those moments were real, and how many had been her trying to forget him, trying to convince herself she had moved on when she hadn't. In the days that followed, she didn't give up. Messages, missed calls, a letter slid under the door. She said she'd made a mistake, that she was sure now, that it was me, always me. But it didn't matter anymore. I didn't want to be someone's second choice, someone they turned to only after realizing the past wasn't worth holding on to. I told her it was over, not because I had stopped loving her, but because I finally remembered to love myself. I couldn't stay with someone who saw commitment as something to be tested, like a theory that needed data. She cried, she begged, she promised, but my decision was already made. Once you see a person's truth, really see it, there's no going back. And I had seen hers, unfiltered and sharp. Months passed, and I heard she had gone back to him. Whether they lasted or not, I'll never know. And honestly, it doesn't matter. What matters is this. I never questioned my worth again. Her confession destroyed something in me, yes. But it also gave me clarity. It showed me what I didn't deserve, and more importantly, what I did. So when people ask me why we ended, I don't give them the full story. I just say she needed closure, and I gave her mine.